Greetings and welcome to the Positive Tarot. If it is your first time, well, I would love to welcome you. Welcome to the channel. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you resonate with the channel and with the video. And I would like to invite you to watch my other videos. And if it is not your first time, hello again. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing great. So today I'm going to be discussing a card, right? Which is the Nine of Cups. But as you saw, it came upside down, right? It came out upside down. But I will actually start by explaining it when it's upright. I also asked for clarifiers for this card before I continued. So, okay, after this, I'm going to be discussing quite a few cards, but it is the central card, right? So, as you can see, this man, he's got his thing going on. He's sitting on the chair. He's got his cups or his medals or his whatever it is that he's got behind him, and he's pretty confident about it, and he's pretty happy about it, right? Very self-satisfied, like, yeah, somebody once said that this is like a power position, like a power pose. He's in his power. He's very, very satisfied. So this is the card of contentment, of satisfaction. And if and when you turn it around, what is it? Yep, you guessed it. Dissatisfaction, lack of contentment. So looking at this card, it's actually quite a bright card. You can see the yellow, the sunniness, even the cups, the golden cups, illuminated. It's kind of like he's in the spotlight, Here are the curtains out here on his stage. He's got it. But then unfortunately, sometimes you actually might be in this position. You could have everything that you want around you. You could have all the achievements, but still not feel satisfied, right? I'm just going to keep this card like this because, so that it can be visible. But otherwise, it's upside down. All right. So this is a card of dissatisfaction. So I'm guessing the message for today is for somebody who's feeling dissatisfied on the inside. The cups are about emotions, feelings, your intuition, all of that good stuff that happens inside of you that people don't necessarily see. On the outside, you could be looking like you got it all, but inside is a different story, right? So if this is you, this is the message for you, right? And as you can see today, I'm wearing some hand gloves. I got my Michael Jackson hand gloves on. It's because I tried to put I'm not really a nail polish person, but I tried to put in some nail polish so that y'all got something nice to look at, and it's not working out. So excuse the gloves, but I hope you like them. Yeah, and maybe next time my nails will be out here feeling good. So maybe I might be in a similar position like this person where my hands are fine, but I'm feeling like hell no. Okay, I'm gonna cross my hands like this, right? So moving on to the clarifying cards. So this is a card of not feeling good about yourself, not feeling good, like satisfied, feeling worried, feeling anxious, regardless of what you have around you. The other people might tell you, yo, you got everything, but you've achieved this, you've done that, but deep down inside that's not really how you feel. It happens to the best of us. It can happen to anybody and everybody, and some people might not understand where you're coming from because they judge you by what they see on the outside. They don't really know what is going on inside of you, and they don't really know why you're feeling like how you feeling, because as much as I myself, I got so many planets in my second house, like I'm attached to material things, but I myself know that material things can't always be the source of satisfaction. So some people might say you've done this, you have this, but that is not how you feel, right? So I asked for some clarifying cards for this, and I got two, right? The first one is the Star. So if you're out here feeling dissatisfied from the inside, there is hope for you. You can wish upon a star, no pun intended, and everything will be okay for you. Okay, well, that's not enough, but actually what is needed for you to do is to get naked and take a bath Okay, not really, but okay, I find that baths relax me. So just relax, whatever relaxes you, find your way to relax. But more importantly, actually be vulnerable, be honest with yourself. Undress, remove all those medals, remove all your external identities, and look to yourself. Like, who are you? Who do you want to be? Or what do you want? What do you really want? Because sometimes you might have all of these things that you thought you wanted, but they're not making you feel fulfilled. So it's a time for honesty, and it's a time for vulnerability. This person is on the outside. There's a lake, there's a pond. Okay, maybe birds will see your nakedness, and the trees and the stars. I mean, the universe is alive. Everybody, even the water can see your nudity. But that's every day. Every day when you bath, I mean, the water sees you, so it's nothing new. But the point is that, okay, find a place where nobody can see you. If it's your diary, or if it's vlogging, or if it's just looking at the mirror and being honest with yourself, or standing outside, sitting outside, listening to the birds, also listening to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Who are you? What do you really want? Maybe disconnect a little bit with the outside and connect with yourself, and feel free to pour your heart out, pour your emotions out, because when you do that, not only will you actually be giving it back to source, and source can transmute it and make amazing things happen in your life, but you could also, maybe by sharing your feelings, water the dry. Actually, your experience or your pain might nourish those in need, because what you might see as it might really suck, but what you might see as a terrible experience might actually be an encouragement for others, right? So be a star. At the end of the day, you are the star of your own life. Your life is your show. You are the star. But like I always say, actors or actresses, they have to be, or anybody who's just a performer, they have to strip themselves of their own identity and maybe take on a new one. But essentially, it's almost some sort of nudity. If you want to shine, you have to be nude, because otherwise all the clothes will cover over your inner spark, right? All the medals, perhaps, all the accumulations, all of those things that you might have measured yourself by. Look at this contrast, man. This person is out here sitting on a bench, self-satisfied, even something on the hat, on the head, a hat, shoes, socks, everything, to absolute nudity. Yes. So look into yourself. There is hope for you. Wish upon a star. Wish upon yourself. You are a star. Be honest with yourself. Look at yourself. Release. Find a way to release. And here is the final card, which I actually got as a clarifier to the 9 of Cups in reverse. It's actually the Hierophant. The Hierophant in reverse. So now the Hierophant is the card of tradition. As you can see, I think this is a pope. It's a person who's in a religious position, a position of leadership, who's accumulated this position through, accumulated positions or knowledge or insight. I mean, you don't just become a pope, at least. Okay, I don't know much about that, or an archbishop or whatever the positions there are in the church world, in the world of churches. I am more into academia, so I know that there's like chancellors, vice chancellors, all of those things, those kinds of positions, HODs, faculty heads, whatnot. So whatever industry, whether you're in the industry of religion or the industry of whatnot, there's certain levels to these things, right? And you don't just boom make it to the top. There's certain procedures that you follow, right? So this is a card of tradition, of position, of leadership, of doing things in a given way, in a right way. It is the card of the way that things are done, So this is like almost a card of order. But when it comes out in reverse, it's kind of like, let all of that go. Let it go. you know. So you're probably out here feeling dissatisfied, not being honest with yourself, not being the real you, because you're out here following tradition. Throw that out of the window already. Oh my goodness, why am I so hyped up today? Whew, my God. So the secret to you feeling emotional fulfillment actually deep down inside you is actually being honest with yourself and realizing, finding who you are, what you really want, and actually letting go of what everybody told you is the right way to do things, what everybody told you is the right thing to do. Do you, boo boo, do you. If you didn't know how to do you, well, get naked and discover it for yourself. Nobody's gonna tell you. You have to find out for yourself, So this is the go ahead card. If you ever wanted to take that leap of faith, or maybe do whatever that it is that you've been doing all along, but do it in a different way, this is your omen. This is your sign. This reading is the one for you. Right? And if you haven't liked this video already, now is the time. If you haven't subscribed, now is the time. But other than that, after that, get back to your life and do you. Because only you, literally, only you can see what is really going on inside of you. You can have the world's possessions, but what's going on inside of you, you're the one who's in charge. You're the one who's going to have to undress all that has been told to you. Take it off, throw it away. Pour it in the river, pour it in the ground, remove it from you, share it, Share your past. Like, it isn't just necessarily that when you do things differently, you have to destroy, your older self. This is not really a card of destruction. It's just a card of letting go, Taking a risk or a leap. This person, the majority of their body is on land, but, you're putting your foot in the water, So... yeah, man. And interestingly enough, this was a card, a minor arcana card, right? So these two cards, they are major arcana cards, which means this might not necessarily be a small thing for you to do. But if you want to achieve big things, sometimes you gotta make big changes, right? Big changes can come in the form of small action. It doesn't mean that the action has to be big. Even a decision is an action. So by just making a decision, taking that first step, deciding that today is the day. Man, why am I so hopped up? Is it these gloves? It must be these gloves. My God. I must probably start a fashion line of gloves, because wow. Why am I so on fire today? But maybe because I had a feeling that you were going to come through and watch this video. So thank you once again for tuning in. Go out there. Maybe the reason why you've been feeling like a nagging feeling inside you, feeling dissatisfied, feeling maybe even a little bit anxious, a little bit depressed, is because you've been playing by somebody else's rules. You ain't been honest with yourself. You ain't been the real you. Now is the time for you to do you. Now is the time for you to shine. You are the star. Life is a stage. It's your show. You run the show. It doesn't have to be a whole lot of people watching you, You ain't gotta have a crowd following you, everybody cheering you on. Just do you. Just do you. Thank you. My name is Lesejo, which means lucky, blessed, and favored. All of those good things. Thank you for tuning into my show, and I would love to see you during the next video. And on that note, I'm actually considering, instead of suffering like this and like having to hide my ugly nails, I'll probably just show my face. At least I feel that my face looks better than my nails. So yeah, soon I'll be out here showing my face. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Throw tradition out of the window. Throw those clothes out of the window. Swim. Take a bath. Cleanse yourself. Drink water. Water is life. You're a star. Okay, this is my favorite card from all of these readings. And if you don't know how many cups a